Thank you, Ron.
Yeah, hit the button.
We do appreciate y'all joining us. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie. As Christmas time is coming, it does bring a good cheer to everybody, and, well, it makes you think that, well, the world is a better place from time to time. Christmas, that's what it's all about.
That's it. You know, we're celebrating the birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus
Absolutely.
Christ. And at the same time, it's spending time with family, showing love to the kids. And I want to put out this PSA.
Whoa.
We've seen this, you know, over the last couple of years. Nobody really thought about how your real expensive Santa's gifts should come from mom and dad on Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the regular stuff is what Santa Claus brings.
Oh, yeah.
Not the $400 game or the $400 computer.
Break it down, Odie.
You know, it's a little early. I don't want to say too much about this time of morning, but y'all know the gist
of where you're going with that.
Where we're going. So y'all think about that. Mama and Daddy, y'all bring, and Mama and Papa, y'all bring the big expensive gifts, and you know, 'cause Santa Claus and them little elves, they're working on the other toys, and that's what they bring.
Dylan, after he was, I've told this before, but and I'll say it again. When I first started in radio, things were very. We didn't have a lot. I didn't make a lot of money, and Dylan told me, and he was. I mean, I almost cry every time I remember this. But he told me, he said, I wouldn't tell y'all what I wanted for Christmas because I knew you couldn't afford it, and I would tell Santa, "Oh." I'll tell y'all something, that even 20 years later, it touches my heart. Remember that.
Yeah.
Now I done got all sentimental. I better have some coffee.
It don't take much, does it?
No,
you know,
it doesn't.
I was blessed, and I try and continue to push that. And we can't give them everything they want.
No. We can't help grumpy people either, can we?
You got that right. But hey, we can at least bring a smile to y'all's face, and we try to do that each and every day.
I introduced Odie this morning. He's never had the opportunity to know who Cal Smith is. He's an old country singer that the Lord knows I'm drinking. And you don't need your loudmouth informing the town. I broke him into some great country music early this morning.
I learn more on a daily basis. Y'all think y'all the only ones that get educated? Y'all come hang out with us.
And I kid y'all not, if you've never heard that song, listen to that today. And it's country. You're going to hear steel guitar, and that might scare a few people. But let me tell you, it sure is good about an ordinary guy that's standing there and somebody's telling him what to do and how to do it. Hello, Mrs. Johnson. You self-righteous biddy.
Oh,
It's cute.
I know I'm sinning, and I'm going to talk to the Lord later tonight.
Maybe I'll put in a good word for you.
Yeah.
Y'all check that out. We are so thankful for y'all to join us and bring us into your homes every day of the week. We can't say thank you enough. We're out and about in the community, and we get stopped and spoken to so many times. We love that. We can't thank you enough.
Yeah, let us know you're watching, because we want to tell you thank you in person. So, man.
It just popped in my head. I thought I saw... you know how sometimes
you
we go...
for a deer stand, wasn't you?
Well, no, I was thinking, you know how we're supposed to be places? Yeah. Seems like I saw a text of, I may have overlooked something is what I'm saying. We're going to have to dig into this. We're going our rule for 24 is to actually have a calendar and use it.
Well, we found one we're going to get.
Yes, we did. Boy, yes, we'll have to put that on the wall behind us there next to Fair.
Yeah.
We had an early morning wreck on the I-20. Pretty bad one there, as we had an 18-wheeler strike a bridge. It would then run off after it made it to the end of the bridge into the wood line. The driver would be passed out. The wife was in the back. She would call the police and say, I need help. I don't know where I'm at. And here's the scene as we pulled this up this morning from this early morning wreck. This would be I-20, mile marker 166, just barely into Mississippi coming this direction. Let's take a look at this, Odie.
Yeah.
Look how far off the road that truck went. Do you know how much worse that could have been?
I'm telling that's a clearing, and we don't see many clearings. Now, I know there's trees out there, but that's a lot less congested than most of that area. Very lucky.
I'm getting the feeling that the lettuce ain't going to make it there on time.
Woo.
As you'll see the front of the truck, look at that. I mean, that's going to be a total loss for this trucker. But at the end of the day, what do we have? They're safe. We even had some good Samaritans in the neighborhood that after they were taken to the hospital, they went and got their pets out of the truck for them and took them to them. And there are good people in this world.
Solid gold from the heart. And they're out of the hospital. They're recovering now.
Yeah.
So God had his hands on them for sure.
Another thing, and I'm going to add some more pictures because this is, I always love looking out in the night sky this time of year. Because why? Santa flies around Meridian a lot, does he not?
He does. I mean, he's always around here.
I even have footage coming today from inside Santa's plane.
Now that is going to be good.
Here's what the nighttime looked like last night as she took off. Keyfield. Isn't that just gorgeous?
That is something.
But we've got, like I said, more pictures coming to this from inside the cockpit of what it looks like with all the lights as it makes its way around Meridian. Maybe you've seen it. If you spot it, make sure to send us some pictures of it because it is absolutely, it brings a smile to my face every time I watch all of that.
I mean, definitely. It's something to get the kids out. When you hear that they're taking off, get the kids, go outside and let them see this. Man.
As Robin says, Jesus was up in that truck with those folks. It was.
You got that right. He was. Jesus everywhere.
Oh, it is. Barbara joining us there from the North Hills area. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Miss Ann is up with us also. Rose Hill joining in. Miss Jean, Wayne, and Dolores joining us as well. We do appreciate y'all so much being a part of what we do. A lot coming up this morning. Next, we're going deep into what's going on in Collinsville. We always love going out. It's all going to kick off at the Piggly Wiggly. I think that's kind of like the community place, is it not?
It is.
If it doesn't happen at the pig, it doesn't happen.
It just doesn't happen.
We'll be right back as we'll tell you more about the parade and everything that's coming.
When you gear up and journey out, with nothing but you and the wilderness for miles, just remember, you're the boss. Boss, built for the toughest jobs.
Still available in Meridian at Wilson Saw and Outdoor Power, 71 Highway 19 North behind Waters International.
Need an expert to repair a rock peck or cracked windshield? Call Advanced Auto Glass by Joey for quality workmanship and customer service. Convenient same-day service, as well as in-house calibration for vehicle safety systems. Reliable mobile service is available in Clark, Kemper, Neshoba, Lauderdale, and Newton counties for all cars, trucks, and heavy equipment. Book your appointment today for custom tinting. It can reduce temps, fading, glare, and more. Improve the safety and enhance the appearance of your vehicle today with services from Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Destin, Florida, joining us this morning. Thank y'all so much.
We had a note in there that says, hey, y'all aren't on YouTube. So I had to pull up. I said, let's find this out. But we are. So it
refresh.
This morning shows refresh it because we are up and going on YouTube now.
I saw this morning, and I almost didn't recognize him. One of Mississippi's greatest, B.B. King. He would be with another Mississippian on this day, 1956. I saw this picture. I thought, I got to show this because it's just way too cool. Elvis Presley and B.B. King together on this day, December the 7th, 1956, in Las Vegas there. No, that was Memphis is where they were at the Ellis Auditorium. Man, that's been a year or two. But, that doesn't even look like B.B., does it? Not the B.B. that is burned in my head.
Because he's bigger.
Yeah, with Lucille.
Yeah.
You just can't go anywhere without old Lucille. Now, as we mentioned, the unofficial mayor of Collinsville is with us. We're going to run you for mayor. I think that is what is next in your career.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I believe I may have a little say-so in that.
Miss Connie is joining us live from the Piggly Wiggly as we get ready for one of the biggest times of the year for Collinsville, y'all's Christmas parade.
Yes, yes, yes. The biggest thing, first off, is we have postponed from this Saturday to next Saturday, which is December 16th. Yesterday, we made the decision when the weatherman just kept telling us it was going to be bad this Saturday, that we didn't want to get into that bad weather. So we have postponed. Everything stays the same. Line-up time at First Baptist Church at 4:30, just like it was for this Saturday. Everything stays the same, except we've got a few additions that I'm going to talk
what do we
about a
got?
little bit. First off, the pig is going to be at the Christmas parade. If
Oh,
you
the pig
didn't-
pig.
The pig is going to be at the Christmas parade. So if you missed that, I was on Facebook earlier this week. He made a surprise visit into the Breakfast Club, and the Breakfast Club had quite a time with
I
the
bet
pig.
so.
Yeah. So the pig is going to be there, and we're excited about that. Of course, Santa will be there. We hope that the Santa plane flies over during the Christmas parade next Saturday afternoon. Also, the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department, we are teaming with them. They help us so much with traffic control and,
Yes.
and checking everything out for us. And they are having a food drive next Saturday, the 16th. So we're going to expand that out into the Collinsville. And they're going to have a truck in the parade, but we're going to park that truck out in front of the pig earlier in the afternoon. And tomorrow we'll start collecting canned goods at the pig for the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department's food drive. All these donations will go to Wesley House, so they'll stay right here with us. And we're excited to be a part of that. We love doing the food drives and giving back, and we get such good response from our customers, and we really do appreciate them.
Now, you can come in anytime this week and
Anytime you can. We'll also have boxes out at the registers where you can leave monetary donations, and we'll buy the goods for you and put out in the truck when it gets there next Saturday. We've got lots of folks lined up. Another thing that I wanted to point out, this gives you another week to get in the Christmas parade. We had some folks yesterday that contacted me and said, hey, can I still get in the parade? Yes, you can still get in the parade. You can go to our Facebook page and you can get a form there and take your money in that form up to the Citizens Bank in Collinsville. We've also had phone calls from folks that say, hey, I don't do the computer. I can't get in to get an application. If you'll go up to the Citizens Bank, those girls help us so much, and Mike, by just taking your name, and they'll get a little bit of general information from you and get your $20 to register you in the parade. I want to mention also that this money that we collect, this goes to individuals in Collinsville or in the area.
Right.
When we know there's a need, we don't go out and spend this money on anything, but when we know that somebody needs $50 to help do something, or we know of a situation, we get together and make a donation toward those folks.
that's good.
And we,
Because I've talked to you during the course of the year when y'all have helped people that really needed
yeah,
it.
yeah. And if you know of a need, you can contact myself or Marie Roberts, either one, and let us know that from time to time during the year. We'll certainly look into it and decide, make a donation to those folks if needed.
Let's look at the parade route as we're talking about where this. Tell us where you think the best place to go to is. Let me make this a little bit bigger on the screen for everybody.
I've had a lot of questions from folks because of the new Dollar Tree that's gone in. There's a lot of construction across from the pig, and that was a real good location where people would back their trucks in, kind of like tailgating. You know, you get there early to get
Right.
you a spot on the front row. So the Wilsons have graciously said you're welcome to use that again this year. There is a grassy area there. There is that I think will be safe for you to get your trucks into there. That's always a good location. Another thing that we're going to have this year that we have not had before is a live nativity scene set up in the parking lot of the Citizens Bank, right there between the pig and the Citizens. So you want to make sure you take your children by and see that.
Is Harold coming?
And,
We need to check on that and make sure. He may be in the nativity scene.
Well, we got to see what's happening in Clark
Yeah.
County if Harold can make his trip.
Let us know,
Collinsville
Barry.
Methodist Church is sponsoring that. Last year they had a float and had their nativity on there. They have the props and everything. It's well worth making a visit to. So we want you to make sure you come by and see that. And we're working on getting animals there and donated hay that's going to be there. So everybody has a part in this Christmas parade. The community just comes together and helps out. And so we're excited about all the stuff that's going to be there. There's been lots of folks working day and night on floats, and that was another reason that we decided yesterday we needed to postpone, because you put a lot of work into something and then you take it out in the rain and it's over with. And hopefully the 16th forecast looks a lot better. It's going to be colder that night, which that's okay.
Bring your heated jacket.
That's right.
And we'll have. We're hoping that the coffee truck will be there. We're contacting everybody, trying to let everybody know we've backed it up, but just felt like we had to do it. Sometimes you have to make a change, and I had a couple of calls yesterday. Why don't you have it during the week? There are a lot of activities going on during the week, and we just felt like that Saturday would be a better day.
Okay.
We're sorry for those that's going to be a conflict that you can't make it, but just is what it is.
For the bigger picture, it had to be done this
Yes,
way.
it had to be done this way. So,
Being in this neighborhood out there too, don't just pull into somebody's driveway and block their driveway while
Show a
the
little
parade's
respect.
going on. Don't
right.
pull off in their front yard and make
That's right.
runs in the yard. So just honor their property. And
y'all were talking a while ago about Christmas being a special time. The parade is a special time. A lot of folks over in Ross Collins, that area, open up their homes and have friends and family come over, and they have potluck suppers, and they're all out in the yard in lawn chairs. And so it's a good family time, and a lot of candy thrown, a lot of good times, and it's just a good time, good family time for the community and for all of us to get together and celebrate the reason for the season, basically.
All right, again, go
Amen.
over, if you're just watching this going, wait a minute, we got a float now, we can come. How do we get in contact with you? What do we do?
All you have to do is go on our Collinsville Parade Association Facebook page, and there are forms there that you can get and pull up and print off and take that to the Citizens Bank in Collinsville, and they'll take your $20 donation to be in the Christmas parade. And then just show up at the First Baptist Church parking lot. Now we'll be lining up in the north parking lot, and when I say the north parking lot, that's toward Philadelphia. You'll park in the south parking lot, and we'll be loading up the floats and everything in the north parking lot, and we'll pull out into 19, go down 19, and then we'll get down to the four-way and veer and go toward the Piggly Wiggly. The West Lauderdale band this year will not be walking, they'll be riding a float. They'll be on a trailer this year playing, because it's Ross Collins has got some pretty steep hills and stuff. So
Right.
we're putting the kids on a float this year so that they'll be able to play all the way through and make it. And then it'll come all the way around. I think you had the route. It's the same route that we had last year. We will be live streaming again, so you'll be able to see that. Hopefully everything, we had a few people that were going to be out of town next week that are going to be back, that are going to help us with some of the live streaming and doing whatever. So anybody that wants to help, we can use Dusty's, Deb's, any volunteer organization, come on out and help. Collinsville Baptist Church graciously allows us to set up there. I think they've got folks going to lined up that's going to help park people and get people situated in that south parking lot. Our main focus is safety. Let me point this out too. On the parade route, we want the floats to throw the candy. We want the children to get the candy, but parents, watch your children. Please make sure that you keep them safe. That's our first and foremost project to do on this.
And my quick question, you may not know the answer to this, but I was looking at the parade route. If you're walking this, how far is that?
It's a little over 2 miles.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons with the band that we, and it's hilly.
Odie, if you want to walk in front of the float, you're
I
more
tell
welcome
you
to.
what, I'm glad I didn't have to walk out and then play the.
Well,
tuba.
Odie can just be with me next Saturday night because I run along the parade route.
Ooh.
So he
I'll
can just
drive
come
behind
go
you in
with
case you
me
need to
and
get
run
picked
along.
up.
And another little side note,
Yeah.
Scotty Ray and Odie will be in the parade. So
Sure
you
will.
got to be on out there to see them.
That's right.
Talking about being able to have a live talk with them, they're going to be there. You can just talk up a storm to them.
We're bringing the SRR Express back into to motion. It's been backed up for a week. It's ready to
Yeah.
blow some more smoke and come out.
Yeah, we had to get some more coal so we can get the engine back going again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be there.
All right. Connie, we can't thank you enough for coming in and talking with us about
Thank
this.
y'all so much for giving us the opportunity. And everybody, come on out. Let's have a good time. We are also, I failed to mention this, our grand marshal this year is the West Lauderdale softball team who won the state championship last
Yeah.
year.
Now, the
There we
theme
go.
is Parade of...
It's champions.
Champions.
The season of champions,
That's why
whatever.
we're
We've
in.
had two or three.
Oh.
We've had 2 or 3 different themes that have thrown out there, so it really doesn't make any difference. Come on out.
What was that
Just-
song, We Are the Champions?
We
Yeah.
are the champions.
Yeah, we'll be
And,
singing. Come see us.
We're excited about that, and also Paul and Bonnie Early are going to be our judges of the parade floats, and they are going to be there promoting the donor. They are going to have their Jeep in the parade. So if you'd like to get information on being an organ donor, they will have that information available that night also. So it's going to be just a little bit of everything. So
Yeah.
you don't want to miss it. Come on out.
Collinsville, Mississippi. It's going to be December the 16th. At what time?
4:30 is the lineup if you're in the parade. The parade will actually kick off at 5:30. There'll be fireworks. Jeff Tate blows up
Yeah.
Collinsville, and that kind of gets us going. And so everybody wants to get where they can see the fireworks. Just get anywhere around, and you'll be
We'll try
able
to cover
see
that live as well.
Yeah, yeah, and go on Facebook and pull up because it's got where all you can park and your viewing areas and all that good stuff. So go on their Facebook, check it out. Collinsville Christmas Association.
They're wanting you to bring your tuba, Odie. Can you still play it?
Oh,
We can put you up there with, because we got Rudolph on the front of our, that does a little dancing as the parade.
yeah. Ooh, I wouldn't want to climb that hill. That was one thing. I didn't have to buy a tuba. I still got my trumpet.
Do you?
Yeah, somewhere.
Well, we do appreciate Miss Connie coming in and joining us, and we hope you will see us the 16th there. Scotty Ray and Odie will be right back. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. Rock House Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rock House will have the gun that you need. With a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian. And welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. Odie, we had another incident last night, 22nd Avenue Heights.
Ruh-roh.
The police were out. Let's just cut to that and show everybody what it kind of looked like last night as a power line would be taken out. Here's what we had on top of the hill there. Let me back this up where we can kind of see the lights as they were going last night. In a curve, a car ran out the road, took out a light pole, and power would be out for a little while there as emergency crews responded to get everything back going once again.
I tell you, those are some hard-working men and women. Metro, Meridian Fire, Meridian PD.
And let me tell you, it was cold last night.
Yes. And you get up out of your warm bed to go run off in there and play a little bit. Yeah, these guys get up. It doesn't matter what it is at night, during the day, whatever the weather, they're at work.
And I wanted to say a thank you to a Kemper County Sheriff's deputy who was headed into work last night who came up on the wreck near John C Stennis Drive on Highway 39. Wow. And Odie, we've talked about this before we cut to pictures, and I want you to talk a little bit about that, about the reason this wreck happened. Someone was in the wrong lane of travel. traveling
Yeah.
north in the southbound lane. And Odie?
Yeah, so we drive on the right hand side. So if you get on a road, you're always going to be in the right hand lane because that's just what we're used to. Then you get into a 2-lane highway, and you've got 2 lanes to choose from, the left lane or the right lane.
Yep.
For safety, stay in the right hand lane. Use the left to pass. That's what it's for. A whole nother tangent, don't get in the left lane and block traffic that's coming behind you. Get back in the right-hand lane. Leave that left lane open for passing, but also because if someone is confused and they're coming down the wrong side of the road, they're going to be in their right lane, which is your left lane. So, yes, they're going the wrong way, but you can still pass because if you're riding in the left lane to just ride in the left lane, you get around the corner and you could have a head-on collision just like what we had last night. It's dangerous. I know it's your lane, but it's still dangerous to just drive in the left-hand lane.
Now, this is Highway 39. This is the southbound lane coming to Meridian. It would be near a little road called Walker Road, as we'll see a car sitting there in front of those headlights. And this was the head-on collision that we see here. Look at the damage to this car. And let's look at the debris after that car struck. Look at this, Odie.
I mean, it's just strode everywhere down that road. That was a hard hit.
A miracle. Everybody walked away from this. That's what we're so proud of. And again, this was the head-on collision that happened there. And as police were on the scene there, major damage to both cars. Could this have been worse? It absolutely could have been.
Yeah, we could have been talking of something else. But it just... The left lane is not to just drive in. It's for emergency vehicles. It's to pass. Once you go around, get back in the right lane to travel. Right lanes are for traveling. Left lanes are for passing. It's something that causes a lot of wrecks because you may be doing the speed limit,
right?
But you're not the speed control officer of whatever state you're in, so that doesn't mean that the ones behind you don't have a right to go around you because you're only doing the speed limit.
Yeah.
Let the law worry about them, but let them go by because you're stockpiling all these people behind you. They're getting road rage, and then we have wrecks after that because people are upset.
It is referred to a lot of times as the hammer lane.
The hammer lane.
The hammer lane,
I mean,
it is.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't realize this yesterday. It was late in the afternoon. There was so much happened yesterday. I was here a few minutes. I was there a few minutes. I was all over town. Did you realize that Norman Lear passed away at 101?
101 years old yesterday.
Now, everybody's going, who is Norman Lear? He is the guy that has brought you so many TV shows like, well, this one. Anybody remember Fred G. Sanford?
Elizabeth.
Also, All in the Family. He developed these shows, and this is just a fraction of what this man developed. 101 passed away, and that slipped up on me. I didn't realize it.
Happened yesterday. He came up with the term meathead.
He sure did.
Dead from the neck up.
That was pretty good. We had a theft yesterday. I would go investigate this as we got word that a car had been stolen from a car lot. This would be right down the hill from Walmart, as we'll look here. America's Car Mart is where this happened. Now, Odie, how this came about, there was a car parked around back. Employees were there working, and a gentleman jumped in the car, white male, and put it in gear and hammered down. 3 employees would have to jump out of the way not to be struck by this. The Meridian Police Department got the call. They ran to the occasion. He made it out of town and headed toward the Tumsuba area. The Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department would locate the car later. Now, I'm pretty sure from Santa's list, they know who's been naughty and will go visit pretty soon.
Yeah.
But the car has been recovered and will be returned. But shame. Somebody could have been bad hurt there.
I think they ought to stick him in the middle of the road and let those 3 people he liked to run over
Scare him a little bit.
come aim at him. And if he can get out of the way, he's out of the way. If he can't, oh well.
You know what? I have never, and I don't have the video in time here that you bring that up, but a judge. Do you remember a lady that walked up to a server? And this happened about a year and a half ago, and she's mad at the checkout girl who's ringing her up, throws the food in her face, and it burned her. She has been sentenced. She will have to work in a restaurant for 2 months. That is what the judge is. You know, I truly respect that.
Oh, yeah, I do too. I hope everybody gets a burger. Give me a number one and an extra hamburger, please. And then get that extra hamburger, just throw it at her every
That
day.
truly will teach you respect of what that person has to do to make their living.
If you've never worked in the food industry, that's a whole different ball of wax.
It sure is. And that should have never happened to that young lady that was working.
Not at all.
It was wrong there. Let's see here. I got in a picture from Poplar Springs that they drew me yesterday. And I want to say thank you for doing that. There you go. What do you think? Does it look like me?
It kind of reminds us of that meme that you're in.
Miss Catrice drew that for me, and I do appreciate that.
That is cool.
That meme's floating around town, isn't it? We are Scotty Ray and Odie. We're going to be right back as we'll go back in history, tell you a few more things that have happened. Y'all don't go anywhere. Love to see you.
Yeah.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Have a sleigh full of fun this season with gifts and accessories from Al's Garden and Gift. The spirit of Christmas shines in the Christmas shop with ornate and novelty-themed trees, snow globes, nativity sets, garland, ornaments, and more. Now 50% off. Unique accessories, gourmet foods, gift baskets, and certificates are perfect for holiday parties and gifts. Add color outdoors with beautiful blooming winter flowers. And it's the perfect time to plant fruit trees and shrubs too. Magical charm and beauty await your home this wonderful season. Merry Christmas from Al's Garden and Gift.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, day beds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray and Odie here. Coming up in a minute, we'll tell you about an incident that happened in Meridian. Our mayor of Meridian was involved in an accident, and I'm going to tell you what also happened to me yesterday. I think this needs to be brought up and addressed of how I was treated. I certainly hope this hasn't happened to other citizens of Meridian, Mississippi. Well, we're going to discuss this. That's coming up in just a moment, so take a minute. We're going to be back. We need to discuss this.
Yeah, go refill your coffee cup now.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Odie, let me go over here and find this. We need to go into history here and just see what happened upon this day. This guy, I would never in a million years know his name, but I sure remember him from A Few More Dollars.
Yeah.
Y'all remember this guy, the good, the bad, and the ugly?
Yeah, you know his face.
He'd hid the money in the grave that he turns on Clint. One should never turn on Clint Eastwood.
He's going to come back.
Clint.
He does every time.
Ooh. As we go back, this guy, most of you are going to remember him from Caddyshack. A lot of you will remember him from the Mary Tyler Moore Show, and he was funny. Ted Knight.
He did have some comedy stretches in there. Yeah, he had that laugh.
Him and those breeches that he wore in Caddyshack were hilarious. He was the judge in that, wasn't he?
Yep. And over the president of it, wasn't he the president of the country club too?
Yes. He wanted to
he
keep
was a judge.
Rodney out. Can't have things like that in our country club.
Yeah.
As we remember today, and I brought this up at the 6 o'clock show, we should never, ever forget what today was. It was 1941 where Americans were minding their own business at a little place called Pearl Harbor that a few airplanes would show up. They would disperse bombs and kill our men and women.
Remembrance Day.
It is.
It's today.
Pearl Harbor was attacked without warning.
That right there changed America, and I believe it changed the world.
And as I mentioned this morning, how soon we've forgotten in 20 years what happened in New York. We do not need to let things like this ever be forgotten because history will repeat itself. And I mean that.
Well, you've got now I can't say his name. What's his name over there in Israel? He is wanting to end this like we ended, with a big bomb and get rid of Hamas.
That's what he's
Be
after.
done with it, so they'll look back and say, maybe we don't need to do this no more.
And we don't know what's going to happen in Israel. The fighting continues every day.
It is. It's terrible. We need to pray because that is God's country.
It is
God's land, and whew,
Angie walked through here last night when I was working, and she goes, "Who's that?" I mean, I know Odie knows who it is because you couldn't help but ring. Three's Company. Yeah. 1955, Priscilla Barnes showed up on the scene. This would be after Chrissy left.
Yeah.
And she played the nurse on there, if you'll remember.
They sure did.
She sure did there.
Yeah.
Look, it's coming back to Odie.
Yeah. Now we're starting to remember some more.
I don't think she done anything else after. She's the one, that held her leg up like the store. What was that, Flamingo?
Flamingo, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, maybe y'all remember that. She was a pretty girl. This guy, who says that probably one of the best ball players ever.
Oh, yeah.
And when he went into retirement, you don't hear from this guy. He's not doing endorsements. He retired like Johnny Carson.
He said, I've made money. I got money. I'm going home, and you're not going to hear from me. I'm out of the limelight.
Larry Bird, I honestly have not heard his name mentioned in years.
I hadn't either.
Larry Bird, he was good at what he did. But as a kid growing up, I didn't even watch basketball. I knew about him.
Now everybody knows this guy.
Oh, sitting on the dock of the bay.
Oh, yeah.
Otis Redding records Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. And if I am not mistaken, Odie, he is killed in a plane crash before the song is released. He records it, dies in a plane crash, and it would be one of those to where it would go #1 after he passed away. If I'm not mistaken, that's what happened.
And didn't even get a chance to see how his song did.
That was a huge song there. Who remembers 1974? It started out, everybody was kung fu fighting. 1974, it was #1 on this date. Do you remember that?
I remember that, sure do.
I'm sure a lot of you out there remember that.
They've had toys made with that music with it, Yeah.
1991.
There's another one.
Ooh, she even got a TV show after this.
Yeah.
America's Favorite Redhead, Reba McEntire, had the #1 song for My Broken Heart way back in 1991.
I wonder if she's going to be in that calendar.
She would be a great one there.
Yeah.
Old Reba there. 1996, we would remember that a song that Tom T. Hall wrote, It's All Right to Be Little Bitty, goes #1 for a man named Alan Jackson out of Noonan, Georgia. Back in the good old days there.
Yeah, good music.
It was. Back in 2008, they honored a man that, he done so much for country music. Now, he don't remember half of it.
Yeah.
Or he didn't at the time.
Didn't know how he got there.
No, he didn't. Because they call me No-Show Jones. George Jones remembered on this day back in 2008 by the Performing Arts. They honored him for lifetime contributions to the arts there.
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra may have written it, but this man, he did it his way.
He made it where it was.
He might have been arrested in Mississippi a time or two.
Yeah. Ooh, Connie said he recorded that song 3 days before he died, talking about Otis Redding.
I thought that was the case.
Wow. Isn't that something?
It is. We'll be right back as we continue along early this morning with Scotty Ray and Odie as we begin your, what is it, Thursday?
Thursday. Friday's coming.
It is.
It's that time of year again. The Medicare annual enrollment period is here. From October 15th to December 7th, you have the chance to review and make changes to your Medicare coverage. At Parker Marketing Insurance Advisors, you can speak with our experts to find the plan that fits your needs. Don't miss out. Call 601-512-2100 to secure your health care for the year ahead with Parker Marketing Insurance Advisors. Your health, your choice. Make it count.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs,
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie as we travel along this Thursday morning. Again, cool outside, 29 as we climb to high of 62 later today.
We're getting there. It's going to take a minute. But turn the heater on until we do get there.
That's right. Whew. As we were ending the show yesterday morning, we would start getting texts that an accident had happened in town in Meridian, Mississippi, and it would involve the mayor of Meridian, Mississippi, Jimmie Smith, involved in an accident. Fortunately, Jimmie's okay. We got an email late yesterday afternoon that said that Jimmie returned to his duties of mayor. Everything was fine. Now, I don't know the condition of the young lady that was involved in the accident. We hope she's doing fine.
She is. She's okay. She's bruised up, got a little concussion. She's good. She's a friend of mine. Me and her mom was good friends, but she is doing okay. So glad to hear that both her and the mayor is okay.
That's good. We're going to show you pictures, and I'll do some explaining of what I hinted at just a moment ago. Here's the scene. This was sent from the accident scene there. Somebody, one of the first on scene as they arrived there. As we look at this, this involved a Camaro and the City Tahoe. I think this started out, if I'm not mistaken, this was Jimmie's. We got Percy's.
I believe so.
Yeah, Percy drove this originally, and then it was passed on to Jimmie as he became mayor. I don't think it will be passed on to anyone else, as it was upside down in the scene. Now, we'll come back to this picture here in a minute as we look at police on the scene. The wrecker's there. I took several pictures there as we were there. Let me show you a video of the accident right there on the scene, Odie. Here we go. Let's pull this up. Now, this is a close-up. I did not take this. A young lady passed this along to me that came along, Miss Kelly. And this is the mayor's truck upside down after the wreck. And from the best we can understand is the mayor's truck was trying to cross over. Somebody had stopped and let him come out, and he was going to turn, and when he come across, was struck. And again, fortunately, no major injuries.
Yeah.
Now, let me go back here and pull this up here, these pictures. Let me get back up here to where we were. I thought I had pictures in the video. As I approached the scene yesterday, I will call this nothing short of being attacked. I don't see another word for it by the Meridian Police Department. A high-ranking officer, not the Meridian Police Department, but an officer of high ranking, blood vessels coming out of his neck, yelling at the top of his young lungs at me to get off of his scene, that it was a crime scene. I mean, I have never in my life been treated with such disrespect as I was by the Meridian Police Department yesterday. Now, I complied. Was the police officer wrong? Absolutely. There was not yellow tape marking off a zone. This was not a crime scene as he yelled at me. This was a wreck. I have the right, as every American media has, to come to any accident and take pictures and video what happens. He told me that I crossed a patrol car that was up on Grand Avenue. I did. That car was placed there so cars couldn't go down because it would bottleneck. That is not a crime scene. But it makes me wonder, Odie, if I am treated that way over a picture, what else goes on that we don't know about? I'm telling you, that was the most horrible thing that has ever been done to me by a police department. I am treated by respect by the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department, anything they can do. Neshoba County Sheriff's Department, Clark County, the Mississippi Highway Patrol. Beyond gracious. I have always been a friend of the police. I work hard to tell the truth, to get to the scene, to make sure that nothing is done wrong. I have been nothing short of my civil rights interrupted. That was my right to be there on scene. That should have never have happened. Now, what could happen to somebody that's pulled over? Somebody go, what, did someone have a bad day? I don't know. But it was awful. There is video of this. It is the most horrifying experience. Imagine that happening to a mother because somebody's having a bad day. Wow. You cannot stop the press from doing their job. Now, I don't expect to get an apology, nor will I get an apology. But I will not stop. I will be at the next, the day after that. But this should have never, ever happened in Meridian, Mississippi. I have always been cautious of walking up on scenes and never turning something live without the police department knowing. That's not right to catch somebody off guard. I've never done that. We will, from now on, be prepared. This should never, ever happen to anyone. It's appalling. Being yelled at for doing one's job. Unless there was a crime there that I didn't know about, please inform me. But this is unacceptable in any shape, form, or way to be treated the way I was. And if it happens to me, it can happen to you. And we'll move on to our next subject there. As we would learn, yesterday afternoon, we had a horrible accident in the Clarkdale community.
Yes.
Nice as could be as we got there. Fortunately, everybody in the end is going to be okay. And Odie, let's go to this and just take a look at what we see here. Clarkdale, on the scene there, as you can see, a car here and a car on up the road. I want to say you even made it to that scene.
Yeah, we got out there, and it's scary going through there because this is that intersection that you showed on the TV before, where you've got 3 cars trying to come across the median at one time, and nobody's sitting in there one at a time. 45 is a dangerous road, and you really have to pay attention and look around to make sure that it's clear before you pull out. I believe everybody's going to be fine. Everybody's going to be okay.
Yeah. Scary.
Yeah.
Scary situation. We got more coming up, too. Also, a scary scene on Highway 19 yesterday. What was going on there? We didn't know when we got there. We'll tell you what we know now. It's coming up next with Scotty Ray and Odie.
It's that time of year again. The Medicare annual enrollment period is here. From October 15th to December 7th, you have the chance to review and make changes to your Medicare coverage. At Parker Marketing Insurance Advisors, you can speak with our experts to find the plan that fits your needs. Don't miss out. Call 601-512-2100 to secure your health care for the year ahead with Parker Marketing Insurance Advisors. Your health, your choice. Make it count.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Welcome back. Your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. As I mentioned, there was an incident Highway 19 South. This would be otherwise known as the Texas turnaround.
Yeah.
As calls would start pouring in, I think somebody has been shot.
I see bullet holes in the car.
And there were bullet holes in the car. We don't know when they happened. A person was slumped over the steering wheel, Odie, and the average person would think this person has been shot. That would be your first, and as we started reporting this, as police arrived on the scene, and I think everybody showed up. It was a large scene there. And I won't play the video, but you can see in the background, this is coming off I-20, your first exit into Meridian traveling west. Right here, there's the Texas turnaround ambulance on scene. We've got police all down the road here. And the car would have damage to the back with bullet holes in it. We don't know when they happened, but it ended up being some type of, we'll call it, I guess the safest way to say it is a medical emergency. and was slumped over the steering wheel. I was even told by a couple of passerbyers that they saw someone leave in handcuffs. I can't verify that. I did not see it myself, and I did not get an update from MPD on the situation as to what happened. At the end of it, I was never updated on that. Only thing that I could confirm that there was no one shot at the end of it. We went back and updated. Thankfully that. But something went on. The car had a flat, and the man just couldn't go any further. Will we ever know where the bullet holes comes from? I don't know. But there probably won't be an update on that. And they may never be able to determine when that happened. Sometimes people just don't tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth when it comes to investigations.
Exactly.
We can't count the times that someone is transported to a hospital. Where did this shooting happen? And they stare at the wall. Who did this to you?
In my arm.
And they tell the police nothing. And it makes it tough on them for the job that they do.
It does.
Speaking of, we heard some bang-bangs in the air yesterday. What went on? Oh, a home was struck. An entire clip was emptied into a home. No one was hurt. This would happen in the 4400 block of 37th Avenue. And as I put here, multiple rounds would be fired. And that's exactly what happened. If you're going down State Boulevard, you'd hang a left on the 37th and go down. That's where all of that occurred yesterday. And fortunately, again, no one was hurt. We're glad to report that.
Yeah, that's good, because you got a high capacity mag. You could have 18 of them suckers in there.
You sure could.
Or it could be standard 6.
6 shot.
Yeah.
Some hold 10. Some they. It's not like the old westerns where you could count them and know what was coming. It's changed.
Yeah.
We did have a car fire yesterday. This would be out in the Clarkdale area. As we see here, the firefighters had to show up to put out a car. It was actually a pickup truck that caught on fire. Next to a home. Fortunately, nothing else caught on fire. They were able to extinguish it, but the car did get a little damage there. Those things are going to happen, as your mama used to tell you. Odie getting a sneeze or two there. We have a couple of upcoming parades. The Stonewall will be on the 9th. Shibuda will come in on the 16th, same night as Collinsville. And Enterprise will be at 6 o'clock that night.
And we're getting word that Union has canceled their parade right now. Don't know if they're going to reschedule it or if they've already rescheduled it, but their original parade they have canceled. So we'll try and get some more information on Union.
We'll be right back. More information as we continue this early Thursday. If it's crossed your mind about a new tractor, visit my friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 here in Collinsville. They got any style, any size that you're looking for. And right now, you can take advantage of getting a new tractor, a trailer, and a bush hog, all for $31,000, 0% interest for 84 months. Yeah, 0% for 84 months. Also, a great service department to work on any tractor that you have. From bush hogs, disc, and tillers, see it all at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494 in Collinsville.
Your next Maytag or Whirlpool appliance is waiting on you at All Temp Appliance and Refrigerator. If you've been trying to locate a freezer, stop by and see their big selection of upright and chest freezers, a showroom full of stoves, gas, and electric. Maybe it's a new refrigerator from large double doors to the simplest of refrigerators. Name brand washers and dryers like Speed Queen and Amana. And delivery is available with a great service department to back up what they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, and by appointment after hours and weekends. For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Welcome back, Scotty Ray and Odie, as we talk about these folks that are right down the road. Well, matter of fact, it's exit 151 off the interstate. The Lauderdale County Farm Supply. And Odie, they got just about anything that you could dream of when it comes to taking care of your house and Christmas supplies.
They've got Christmas ornaments. They've got Christmas trees. They've got everything you want for the inside of your house. They've got everything you want for your pets. Whether you have a donkey, whether you have a dog, whether you have a herd of cows.
And I discovered this last night that I'm gonna have to add this to the Scotty Ray mobile. I'm gonna have to get a better flashlight for things that happen that go bump in the middle of the night when I'm out running around with cameras.
And let me tell you, these Nebo lights like that, they are great. Go down and get you a Nebo light. There's some of them that are rechargeable. They are not a cheap light, but it's because they are a great light.
And they'll keep on going.
They will keep going. You'll be happy with it. Spend the money, get you a light. Get it right down there at Lauderdale County Farm Supply. They've got medicine for your cattle. They've got medicine for your house pets. They've got shirts for me and you. They've got shirts for everyone in the family. They've got boots to keep your feet warm. They've got anything you need under one building. Go by, see them. They've been going off for about, 20 minutes or so now, 20, 25 minutes. They've been opening the doors. So, hey, they're waiting on you. Go by, see them, tell them we sent you from Scotty Ray and Odie, and you'll be happy you went by.
Hey, if you're missing your car from Waynesboro, we have found it. But we have some bad news.
It's not the same color.
Nope, not a bit there. As we go to our friends from Clark County Hot Topics, this was stolen in the Waynesboro area and would be left on the side of the road on fire. It was totally destroyed. Man. Whoever did what didn't want evidence left in the car, did they?
Ooh, that's crazy.
We had a overnight burglary also. Harold is making his way towards Shibuda to do investigations as we will go here to take a look at this. This is bad when these things happen, but as you can see, the door was damaged and they broke in there. It's a travel plaza there. Pachuta, I made a mistake on that. Pachuta is what I meant to say. Pachuta. How could I say that? That's on one end of the county from the other.
Yeah, I hope Harold didn't go to the wrong one first.
Could slow the investigation down.
Just a little. All right, we just got word. Union Parade will now be the 16th at 5:30.
All right.
Yep, at 5:30. And a special birthday going out. Our good brother watches us every day. Great firefighter from Martin. He is a good guy, old Rick, but he sends out a warm happy birthday to Brianna Gardner. Happy birthday today.
I almost want to go ahead and make a map on this just so I can include Harold. This in Clark County is, boy, if you've ever had a low-speed pursuit that Harold could have won, and Harold, of course, being the donkey, deputies would pull in behind somebody on a bicycle. It was motorized.
It was a battery-operated one.
After a low-speed pursuit, as we go to Clark County Hot Topics, the bicycle rider crashed. You can't make this stuff up.
He lost his balance.
Mississippi Department of Wildlife were also on the scene responding to someone who could have been night hunting in the area.
Yeah. Did he use a little light on the front of his car, on the front of his bike?
Man alive.
Cha-ching.
That's all we got on County Road 643. If you happen to see blue lights and a bicycle moving at about 3 miles an hour, that was your chase.
Yeah, with blue lights behind you.
Oh, somebody was identified and transported to the Clark County Jail, which they will now be getting some Skidmores.
Hey, I'm telling you what, they're going to eat good. I wonder if they've got any sirens down there in Clark County that go, hee-haw, hee-haw.
We need some. Put that on patrol cars.
I think that'd go good.
We are getting a message that the night hunting call and the bicycle call were unrelated. But, man, you want to talk about being at the wrong place at the wrong time.
I didn't do it.
Flop. Yeah. Friends, Clark County.
Man. We should have had a helicopter recording all that. Or at least a drone.
Yeah, a drone to the situation.
Yeah.
We did have someone struck by a car down there. They're going to be okay.
Oh, that's good.
The ambulance showed up and they said, that's okay, I'm all right. But they did get bumped. Clark County had as much go on yesterday as Lauderdale County did. To my knowledge, everything was quiet in Neshoba. I hadn't gotten anything from the high sheriff there. Newton County's been kind of quiet. They've been over in grand jury.
Ooh, yeah, everybody's saying, I don't know if I'm going to get indicted or not.
I've tried to talk to Jody several times, and he goes, I'm kind of busy. I'll holler at you later, boo-boo.
Yep. I'll let you know how this goes. Well, we pushed out, I can't remember, was it 27 true bills here local?
Yes.
Something like that, and 4 that they said y'all don't even have any proof no more. Threw those out. So it's terrible. Terrible. But we did get 27 true bills come through, I think is what it was. You showed me the email.
Yeah, I
can't remember what it was.
We'll go back and find that.
Yeah.
So we're up to date on everything. We've had an arrest in Ocean Springs. Ocean Spring, not all that far. Remember the chicken that was murdered in Ocean Spring? Yeah, this is the same town this all went on. Now we have a school teacher that has been arrested. 38-year-old teacher there, James Hawkins II, has admitted to having relations with a student. As a matter of fact, it was going on in the driveway of his home in her car. Her parents found out. They weren't too happy about this, but he did tell her that he planned on leaving his wife and small child to run away with her. He's in the jailhouse now. He's not leaving with anyone.
Not going far. No,
Boy.
not at all. We get Newton County double homicide was sentenced on Monday. Wow.
A Jackson resident was killed in a hit and run. We really hate to even bring up these things there that happen abroad. There seemed like there was one other story that, that was that story there about the fast food that I had put back. She's got to be serving some time now. Here she
I
is.
wish somebody throw a burrito at her.
There she is.
That's the way she needs to stand up there, and every customer come through and throw a hot burrito in her face.
It was mean.
Yeah.
It was downright mean. Look at this, Odie. This is. I don't know that blue thing is in the way, but that's how it went down. You don't.
Oh yeah.
You don't do that.
No.
But again, she's been sentenced to 2 months to work at a fast food chain, and it's about time a judge does something like that. It's
the embarrassment part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say she'd have to work in that restaurant.
Drew Carey, and this is worth mentioning also. Drew Carey, remember him who was on Whose Line Is It That Anyway? The kind of the host of it. His ex-fiance was killed. The woman who did it threw her off, a third floor balcony? She was a stalker and was stalking his ex-girlfriend, threw her off a roof, and she's been sentenced to life in jail for the killing. I knew nothing about this.
I didn't either.
Man, that's awful.
Drew Carey.
You know who I'm talking about, don't you? The little chubby guy there whose line is it anyway? And then he did Price is Right for a little while.
What got me? It said throwing her off of a.
Right, it was his ex-girlfriend.
Wow, I didn't realize it.
Did he have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I thought it was the other one.
Maybe I read the story wrong.
But no, it's got her.
Her. I'm following you. It took me a second. Took me a second there.
Yeah.
Get my pronouns correct.
Yeah, they sell mob.
I just.
And I still use two.
Yeah.
Her.
There you go.
Any Audi. It's just when Adam was lonely, God didn't make another man.
No, I don't think he did. He took a rib and done something, didn't he?
He sure did.
Well, that's going to do it for us this morning. We can't thank y'all enough for being a part of what we do. We do this every day. We're out and about, all about town. We follow, we track, we try to take care of things.
Isn't it Tell the Truth?
It is. It is.
Man. And today's Thursday.
What are we going to play?
Coming.
Pin the tail on the truth today.
Woo, is Harold involved?
Harold.
Thank y'all for coming and being part of this morning. We couldn't do it without you. Friday's coming. So are these new parade dates, so don't get them confused. We love you, but remember, mostly important, Jesus Christ died for you, and he is going to forgive you because he loves you that much. Have a great day.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.